about present simple ability. Okay, now we are talking about present simple obligation, and this is the third structure used for present simple obligation. Clear? So the third structure is we have subject, then SM or according to the subject, and then supposed to. Fine. So and then first form of verb. Like I'm supposed to write a letter, you're supposed to take the exam, fine, you're supposed to be present in the online classes, okay, uh, supposed to, we're supposed to, you're supposed to, they're supposed to, okay, the students are supposed to. If you remember, just as I send you messages through your WhatsApp group, so sometimes I write this, all the students are supposed to join the class at 2 sharp, fine. So supposed to, it is that kind of structure. Then I'm going later on to tell you the differences between these different structures, fine. Then structure number 4 for talking about our obligations in the present simple tense, that is subject, then SMR, and then bound to, fine. So like I am bound to take the exam, she is bound to wash the clothes, he is bound to wash the clothes, fine. We are bound to take 5 online classes daily, so bound to, clear. Then obliged to, again the very similar structure, I'm obliged to help you, fine. Just as Sapir or Huda Iqbal sometimes say, uh, they say usually, sir, I'm obliged to help you, fine. In this regard, I'm obliged to make a list of attendance for you, so I'm obliged to. Then the next structure for talking about our obligations is need to. I need to do this, I need to, or I need to take, I need to prepare slides for you, fine. You need to submit the assignments, okay, you need to be present here. So he needs to be, he needs to, then we add s or es, fine, when the subject is he she it, or singular noun, just as I told you, if the subject belongs to the first group of the subjects, okay. So need to, that is another structure. Then the seventh structure for talking about our obligations, that is must, fine. He must do that, she must do that, we must do that, okay. We must take all the online classes, fine. You must be very ready for all your exams, okay. So must is another structure. Then there are 3 more structures: duty to, responsibility to, and job to. So duty to, what do, how do we use this structure? It is, then pronoun, then duty to, and then first form of verb, fine. It is my duty to welcome you, it is your duty to learn English, fine. It is your duty to prepare notes, fine. It is my duty to prepare slides for you. Instead of noun, we may add, we may use an instead of pronoun, we may use a noun and apostrophe s, fine, inverted comma s, which shows position, fine. So a noun can be any noun. For example, it is Suleiman's duty to prepare slides, or it is the teacher's duty to look after all the students, just as you people usually say, it is a teacher's duty, fine. So nouns and apostrophe s, clear. So instead of pronoun, we may use that structure as well. So it is our duty to take care of this country, fine. It is our duty to look after our university, okay. Then the very same structure is responsibility. Instead of duty, we use responsibility. It is my responsibility to prepare slides for you, okay. It is yours responsibility to submit your assignments on time. So responsibility too, okay. It is our responsibility to be devoted to this country, okay. Then job to, again a very same structure. Instead of responsibility to or duty to, we may add job to, fine. So it is our job to do this, it is your job to do this, it is their job to do this, clear. So these are the various structures which we may use to talk about our obligations, okay. But there are certain differences. For example, if I say I must do that, okay, I must, so that is almost 100% surety is there, I must do that. Okay, one more thing, these structures, like the way you say things, okay, the words which you use, they show your attitude as well towards things, towards people. Fine. Like if I say I must prepare slides for you, so I must prepare slides for you, it means like I'm happy with that, I'm doing that happily. On the other hand, if I say I'm bound to prepare slides for you, so actually I'm considering it is a sort of burden upon my shoulders. Okay, I do not want to do it willingly, and I consider it, a sort of burden. Fine. Similarly, if I say I have to, so again, further intense burden. Okay, I have to, like mujhe karna pada hai, I do not want to do this, but I have to. Okay, I'm bound to, I'm supposed to mean some external superior person is supposing me to do this for him or for her. Fine. Just as I say the students are supposed to, it means the students are not doing this thing by their own selves, rather they are supposed to do that thing. Okay. So these are like the various differences between these structures used for describing our obligations. Moving to the fifth use of this tense, present simple tense, that is natural law. We talk about in present simple tense the natural laws or universal truths, such as God is one, the sky is blue, man is mortal, the sun rises in the east. Fine. Man is mortal again. Two and two make four. So these are present simple tense examples of present simple tense. And here we talk about universal laws. Fine. Natural truths or natural processes as well. Natural processes such as the river flows beneath the bridge. So the river flows, that is a continuous process, that is a natural process. Fine. uh, the sun as well, the sun rises in the east, so that is again a natural process in a natural law. Clear? So this use is very simple, and you have already learned these things as this use in your school and college life as well. Fine. Now I'm moving to something new again, near future and the present. So we may use this tense to talk about our near future, the activities which we are doing in the near future. Fine. That can be activities, events, happenings, or actions expected. Fine. Nearly expected actions. So there are basically two structures which we use to talk about our future activities, near future expected events or actions. Fine. The first one is about to. Fine. And the second one is likely to. Okay. So the first structure, subject, then first form of be, like smr. Fine. And about to, I'm about to reach the university. Fine. We are about to complete the assignment. Okay, we are about to complete the course. Okay, we are not about to, the negative structures. Are we about to complete the course? So that is then the interrogative structures. So about to, and the second one, likely to, I'm likely to reach the university. Fine. We are likely to complete the assignments, we are likely to complete the course. Clear? Like मैं ये करने लगा हो, मैं जाने लगा हो. I'm likely to go. I'm about to go. Fine. So like I have not started going as yet. Like rather I'm going to do it in the near future. Fine. So and it is expected. So that is why we use the these structures like likely to and about to. I'm about to go. I'm about to start. Fine. So these are the structures used to describe our actions or positions or abilities in the near future. Fine. Then we have, okay, fine, these are then the complicated things. I just want to make you understand regarding these things, and we will have a detailed discussion, a detailed class on these structures. Okay, like so far we talked about our ability to do something, or ability to perform some action. Okay, or let me make you clear now. It's very easy. Okay, so far we talked about our ability. I can write a letter, I can play football, I can do this, you can do this, we can do this, we can do that. Fine. So that is our ability to do something. Fine. Our ability to perform an action, to do an activity. We can talk about our ability to be something. Fine. I can be a teacher, we can be good or we can be proficient English speakers. Fine. Our ability to have something, I can have a car. fine. Similarly, I have I have the ability to write a letter. I have the ability to be happy. I have the ability to have a car. I am able to write a letter. I am able to be happy. I am able to have a car. Fine. All those three structures can be used. So present simple ability is not about the ability for action. Rather, it is the ability for a state as well, and the ability for position as well. Like we are able to do something, we express our ability to be something, fine, and we express our ability to have something. Clear? So this is present simple ability. In the same way, if we look at obligations, we have got the obligations for actions, we have got obligations for state, we have got obligations for position. Like uh, I have to go. Go is an action. Fine. I have to be there. I have to be happy. That is to be. That is state. Fine. I have to have a car. Now this have to, it is used for obligation. I have to write a letter. I have to go. I have to be happy. In the same way, I have to. So this is used for obligation, while this have is used for our position. Fine. I have to have a car. Fine. Uh, in the same way, all these three, if you look at these three, the first three, fine, let me show you this one. Okay, our uh, ability, our obligation, and our near activities in the near future, we may relate these or we may simply use these three things to talk about or these 3 points. Like we may talk about our ability to do something. I can do this, I am able to do this. Okay, I have the ability to do this. I can talk about my ability to be something. We are able to be proficient English speakers, we are able to be present, fine. We have got the ability to be proficient speakers, fine. We can be proficient speakers. Okay, we can talk about our ability to have something. Like we can have a good class, fine. We are able to have a good class. We have the ability to have a good class. Clear? Now moving to obligation. Again, we can have obligations for all these things. We may have obligations to do something, we may have obligations to be something, we may have obligations to have something. Like obligations, coming to examples for obligations. If you look at this obligation, fine. So I have to write a letter, I have to have a car. That is our obligation for position, fine. And then our obligation for state, I have to be regular. Clear? So our obligation to do something, I have to write a letter. Then our obligation to be something, I have to be present, fine. And our obligation to have something, I have to have a class, fine. All these structures can be used. Like I am to write a letter, I am to be there, fine. I am to have a car, fine. In the same way, I'm supposed to write a letter, I'm supposed to be there, I'm supposed to have a car, fine. I'm bound to take the exam, I'm bound to be there, I'm bound to have a car, fine. I'm obliged to attend the party, I'm obliged to be the part of the party, or I'm obliged to be present there, fine. I'm obliged to have your car, fine. I need to write a letter, I need to be there, I need to be a teacher, I need to have a car, fine. So the first one, I need to write a letter, that is our obligation to do something. Then I need to be a teacher, I need to be regular, you need to be regular, fine. You need to be there. So this is your obligation to be in a particular state, fine. And your ability, your obligation to have something, you need to have fast internet connection if you want to take online classes. So you need to have, okay, you need to do, you need to be, you need to have. In the same way, I must write a letter, I must be there, okay. I must be happy, and I must have a fast internet connection. I must have a car. Fine. Similarly, it is my duty to welcome you. It is my duty to teach you. It is my duty to be here for you. It is my duty to be available for you. Fine. It is my duty to have a fast internet connection. It is my duty to have prepared slides. So have, do, be. Clear? Then we have respond again a responsibility to. It is my responsibility to help you. It is my responsibility to be here for you. To be here means my position. It is my responsibility to be regular. Fine. It is my responsibility to have a fast internet connection. So to have, that is again our position. Fine. Then job to, the very same structure. It is my job to help you. It is my job to be here for you. It is my job to have prepared slides for you. Okay. Near future again, I'm about to reach the university. I'm about to be at the university. To be at the university means to be present there. It means like you're talking about your state of existence. Fine. And I'm about to have a new smartphone, for example. Okay, so that is our something expected, some new position expected in the new near future. Fine. Same is the case with this structure as well. I'm likely to reach there. I'm likely to complete the course. Fine. I am likely to be there. I'm likely to have a new smartphone. Clear? So this is how, as I told you, that we may talk about our ability to do something, our ability to be something, our ability to have something. In the same way, our positions to do something, our position to have to be something, and our position to have something. So this is what all about present simple tense is. Clear?
Yes, sir.
If you have any
Yes, sir.
question, you may kindly ask now. Ji. Not on the spot for the mean. We waited at least for 4 or 5 minutes for the rest of the students. Ji, any question?
Sir, please repeat about that universal fact, number fact.
Universal truths or universal facts. Fine. Uh,
Yes, sir.
Fine. Here they are. Universal natural laws are universal truths. Fine. Universal truth, like God is one, that is a universal truth. Fine. The sky is blue, that is universal truth. Man is mortal, a universal truth. Because the ultimate truth in the world is, which even the non-Muslims do not deny, that is death. Fine. The ultimate truth. Fine. So the sun rises
Yes,
in
sir.
the east, that is a universal truth. Fine. That is a natural law. Fine. A law of nature. A man is mortal. Okay, 2 and 2 make 4. Water consists of H2O. Water consists of H2O. That is a universal truth. Fine.
Yes, sir.
So these are the natural laws, and
Yes, sir.
these are the things which we talk about in present simple tense. Now
Sir,
as I told you, we should not talk about the Urdu structures, but still let me just give you an idea that if you remember in your school life, in college life, you had been told that Urdu mein bhi chanta, heti, hete, heta, ho, etc. These are the structures used in the present simple tense. But today we learned that this is also present simple tense. मैं हो, मैं यहाँ हो, मैं वहाँ हो, मैं बीमार हूँ, मैं खुश हूँ, मैं टीचर हूँ, मैं स्टूडेंट हूँ. फाइन. मैंने आना है. ओके. मैंने जाना है. ओके. Similarly, लाहे लेहे. Lahe lehe, forgetting, because I do not compare these things with the English structures. Okay, the focus should be on the English structures only, not on the English Urdu structures. That is why I'm
तो सर वो
जाने
आने
वाला है,
वाला है,
एग्जैक्टली
जाने
एग्जैक्टली,
वाला
वेरी
है।
गुड, वेरी गुड हसन साहब, जबरदस्त जी। सो वो आने
हम्म,
वाला है, वो आने वाले है, वो ये करने लगा है, करने वाला है,
हम्म,
करने वाली है, करने वाला हो, हम करने वाले हैं, फाइन। इन द सेम वे, मैं जाने लगा हूँ, वो जाने लगी है, वो जाने लगा है, हम जाने लगे हैं, मैं जाने लगा हूँ। So all these are the new structures which we learned so far in present simple tense. जी, questions can be asked
सर
please.
सर अगर मैं कहूँ लतीफ इज 20 तो ये एक फैक्ट है।
This is a fact, but this is a state as well. This is a state basically. Okay, because you are referring to his.
सर
You are referring to this.
एज
This is a fact, but this is not
एज
universal. That is not universal. Clear?
सर
So
बट इट कैन बी चेंजेबल आफ्टर एन ईयर।
that is why that is not universal. Fine, universal laws are those laws which remain the same, for centuries throughout the life.
forever, forever,
Forever,
sir.
forever,
Forever,
simply
sir.
यस सर,
forever. Okay.
यस सर,
Okay, any
थैंक
other
यू सर।
question? Okay,